You sent me an email from
if anything, have you done for your GED?
And what I did for it,
What have you done?
I went to a class and then I tried to go yesterday. They canceled it and he also.
You went the day before court.
And I also went before.
Judge, she's been going. She's been going before even the last court date, and we
Prove it.
I can text you.
In this life, you are only as good as the proof that you don't have. If you don't have proof, you have nothing. Spoken word means absolutely nothing.
Judge, the instructor, I got an email from him that she sent me saying that she's been going to the classes and that class was canceled on the 4th yesterday. But she did, attempt to go to the class. So she's been going. She did already take a test, and this is one where she did fail the first test. So she's been working on it. It's not enough.
I mean, here we are.
This moment is a harsh courtroom reality check. Judges don't operate on intentions. They operate on documentation. In probation-style cases like this, proof of compliance is everything: emails, attendance logs, test results. If it isn't on paper, the court treats it as if it never happened. That's the difference between explanations and evidence. So here's the real question. If your freedom depended on paperwork, would you ever walk into court without it?
Sets have we had? We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 resets since May. You're now in December. You have had 5 to 6 months. Show me the money. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you today, Ms. Dixon. Show me. 5 to 6 months.
And Judge, this was a case where she was paying for the classes, and then she had to then enroll into the free program, which she's been doing for the last little bit.
Are you playing Candy Crush? What's going on over there?
I'm trying to text you.
Texting who?
The instructor. Like, what I'm supposed to show you? Because I don't have no proof. Like, I don't have nothing.
Tell me, what have you done?
I went to the class.
Okay. Which class did you go
The
to?
GED resource.
Okay. And because the way I understand it, there are different modules that you do. You do science, you do language arts, you do math, you do, and whatever else it may be. You go through each section, you complete it, take a test, and then when you're done with everything, you take an overall test, and then you get a diploma.
That's not.
What have you done?
Basically explaining how everything's going to go, and I was going to finish everything else Wednesday when I was going to go, but the class was canceled.
Who is the provider that you have?
His name is.
Grab me a phone number because I'd like to call them right now.
I have a number for you, Judge.
Go ahead and put this on.
Oh, yeah. Charles Jackson.
Mr. Jackson? Yes, my name is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County. And I have someone that's with me in our court, and she's doing a program with you guys to try to get a GED. I'd like to confirm that's Coriel Dixon. So Wednesday and Thursday, and then did you say every other Saturday? Okay. And then, so how does it work as far as getting the diploma? Do you do different classes as far as science, math, and how do you at the end get it? Can I put you, I have her in front of me. Can I put you on speakerphone so that she can hear this as well? Do you mind? Okay, hold on. So, I've got him. Okay,
Hello?
Mr. Jackson?
Order in the court, please.
Okay, tell me, how goes it?
So, yeah, it's kind of twofold. They take an assessment. Based on that assessment, allows me to know where the student is as far as their grade level in math and in reading. Based on that, they go on 2 tracks. And so one track is like a probation where we're just literally working on kind of some elementary reading and math skills.
Okay.
Or a GED track where they're ready for GED contests. And so, yeah, and I usually just, go from there. I work with my GED students individually. And
how long does the process take? And how long can we expect it?
Well, so that's honestly kind of a loaded question. Depends on where they fall. I believe Coriel scored pretty well.
Great.
So yeah, and I've worked with people that have gotten the GED in 3 weeks. I've worked with people that got the GED in 2 years.
I can't do 3 years. That's too much.
Well,
I know. I'm kidding.
No, I understand that.
She's been faithfully attending, though. Yay or nay?
Yes.
This moment is rare and genuinely powerful. Instead of guessing or speculating, the judge goes straight to the source. Calling the GED instructor removes any doubt and immediately shifts the case from suspicion to verification. This is judicial discretion done right, firm accountability paired with real problem solving. It's not about catching someone slipping, it's about getting the truth. The question is, should more judges take this hands-on approach, or does it cross a line between judging and intervening?
Okay, great.
And with some consistency, 3 to 4 months, maybe less.
That sounds great.
That's just me ballparking.
I'd like to stick with it because I think at the end of the game, our goal here is that she ends with that diploma. And I think that would be a win for everybody. I'm calling you. I want to make sure that everything's going well, that she's attending, faithfully attending and doing well. And it sounds like you're saying that this is what's been happening.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So I'm just going to continue everything. Just continue to go, Miss Dixon. I mean, you got like what he's saying. If you continue at it 2 to 3 months, you'll end up with your diploma. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Jackson. I really appreciate your help. You've been great.
No problem, Judge. You take
Okay.
care.
You too. Thank you, sir. Bye. Great. Good job. Just keep at it. Okay. So let's set it 30 days. I want to ride this through. You're so close to being through. All you got to do is see it to the end, and then everything great will happen for you here as well, okay? All right. Good job. All right. Good morning, sir.
Thank you for seeing me, Judge.
Of course.
Come before you. I don't really know.
You're 18 years old. Have you been to prison before?
No.
Mr. Romero, do you want to take a guess what in God's name they would do to you in prison? You have had already in September, you get on probation. 3 months later, they file a motion to revoke your probation. They keep you on your probation. They extend, or they did whatever they were going to do. And now 2 months to 3 months later, you're back yet on another revocation. Do you have any clue what they would do to you in prison? You and your 18-year-old self. Do you know what they do to 18-year-olds in our Texas prisons? Take a guess what they do to 18-year-old kids in prison. Take a guess. I read stuff that had me damn near in tears because it was so bad what they do to certain people when they go to Texas prison in Huntsville. They literally treat you like a freaking rag doll, pass around like it's a freaking cigarette. You are chattel.
This is fear-based deterrence turned all the way up. The judge isn't being graphic for shock value. He's trying to burn reality into an 18-year-old's mind before the system does it for real. Warnings like this are designed to interrupt a destructive pattern early, using fear as a wake-up call rather than punishment. The real question is whether this kind of tough love actually changes behavior, or if it simply delays the inevitable.
Meaning a piece of property. That's only the half of what they do to little young children in Texas prisons. You have now are on your second motion to revoke. It's only a matter of time before they say, you know what? This little dude don't get it. Let's send his ass to prison for 3 years. When that happens, you'll be crying for mommy and daddy. And if you don't believe me, start asking the people in jail. They'll tell you. I'm happy to roll it whatever you want, Jillian.
Let's do that. Thank
If
you,
you want to
Judge.
do a week, 2 weeks, whatever you want.
That's
But
fine.
get a clue before it becomes too late and you become a piece of chattel. Okay.
All right, sir. Oh, it's okay.
Blake Jenkins.
Okay.
Mr. Jenkins, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. Was he on bond for this case and then he picked up a new case?
Yes, Your Honor. It appears so, that he was on bond for
He
the,
was literally on bond and then a week later he picks up a new case.
Can I say something?
Don't. Are you here with anyone today?
Sure.
yes, just it appears correct. He was on bond and then he picked up a new case.
So as what I see, he picks up his first terroristic threat. We gave him a PR bond on November. So tell me if I'm wrong. So check this out. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks like both of these were just both 2Bs, meaning warrants had been issued, and he had not been picked up. This is Jenkins. And it looks like we picked him up all at one time, and he was given a PR bond on November 13th.
On the terroristic threat?
On both cases, they're both terroristic threats.
Yeah. Yeah, because it would have taken a month for him to get arraigned, so it must have been.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. There were.
Okay, so he was not on
No,
bond.
he was not. There were both 2Bs, Your Honor.
Now, do you guys know the relationship of Ryan Kalal?
He was just a member at the gym that the defendant attends.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and do probable cause on both cases.
Okay.
So Mr. Jenkins, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. One is against a family member. So on that one, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Your other case is just against a garden variety civilian. So on that one, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
So for the terroristic threat involving a family member, the complainant and the defendant are brothers. The officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to a family disturbance. The defendant was removing the complainant's belongings from the residence and putting them in the back of his own vehicle to prevent the complainant from getting his things. The complainant tried to remove his things from the back of the vehicle when the defendant stated, "I will kill you." The complainant was in fear for his life when the defendant said this. The defendant also later texted the complainant that if he touched his things again, that he would cause him severe pain. And then for the other terroristic threat, on October 26, 2024, the officer was dispatched to Crunch Fitness in regard to a terroristic threat. The officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant, the manager at the gym, stated the defendant was involved in verbal and physical altercations with other members, and multiple complaints were filed. The complainant stated that the defendant's membership was canceled due to the issue with other members and the defendant making threats. The defendant then continued acting aggressively after finding out this information and caused a disturbance by screaming and cursing loudly. The complainant told the defendant he needed to leave and not return. The defendant became more agitated, left the business, but returned multiple times. The complainant stepped out with the defendant and told the defendant repeatedly not to return. The defendant responded multiple times he was going to come back to the business and kill the complainant.
All right. So, Mr. Jenkins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on both of your cases. I'm now ordering you on both of your cases not to have contact with each of those witnesses and not to go where they either live or where they work. Do you understand? In the first case against your brother, a protective order has been issued. So I would get to know that protective order, because if you violate the protective order, they will file additional charges against you. You violate those conditions, I can hold you at no bond, 0 bond until this case is over with. And I want you to know that I will protect every single person of Harris County by all means necessary. And if that means putting you in jail, locking you up at a $100,000 bond, $50,000 bond, $2,000, whatever it may be, it's going to happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons as well. You're not to go back to Crunch Fitnesses also. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You pick up any known cases, violate even 1 iota of these conditions, I'm going to keep you with me. And I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be high. And if you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, $10,000 to get you out, you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until these cases are over with. And I'm going to tell you, it takes damn near 9 months just to get a 911 tape. Do you understand? How old are you? What do you do for a living?
I worked in catering, and then now I'm doing solar. So I'm a sales representative.
What kind of money you make a month?
I haven't made any money. Right now I'm living off unemployment checks because the money I had from my last job ran out, and the money that I'm making on my new job is all commission. So I have to close the deal before I have any income.
Who are you living with?
I'm actually living in my car at the moment.
Okay. I'll have you fill out an application for an appointment. Actually, let me see your name. On this application, you says your spouse's salary is $10,000 a month. What does that mean?
My what?
It says under spouse's salary, $10,000. You make a total income of around $11,000 a month.
Did I fill that out? I didn't fill that out.
I'll have you fill out a new one then.
Okay.
So you're living in your car.
Yes.
How is that?
I mean, it's fine as long as it's not too high.
Sucks. Sucks to live in your car, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't have any money, so I mean, it's better than the street.
What I'm trying to tell you is that when you're living in someone's house, under their roof, don't bite the hand that feeds you, because
It was my brother that I got.
register what I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Jenkins. If you're under someone else's roof and they're kind enough to take you in, when you bite the hand that feeds you or burn a bridge, you never know when you may need to cross that bridge. Now you've burnt a bridge. You can't even cross that bridge. You're living in a car. Living in a car sucks. So be nice. It's not hard, especially when you're living under someone else's roof. It's not that hard. And if you get into an issue where you fight with someone or you're upset, walk away, find another release. Do you understand what I mean? It's not hard. Be nice. Do you mind giving me an application? I'm going to have you fill out this application because I need to know everything about you as far as money wise. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Jermaine, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box where we get all your orders ready and while I find you a lawyer. Okay? Okay.
So I'll be having court today.
Yeah, I'm going to have you talk to the lawyer today. So don't leave until I excuse you.